what?
I'm gonna go grab a water really quick.
Okay. Okay, back to the general. What did bitch look like? Let's see. A tiny glimpse of hope for PS3 emulation on the PS5.
Hey, how many times I gotta tell you, the music is too loud. My bad, Dad. I think I found a hit. I was looking at old school songs to see what type of music y'all listened to back in the day. Look, listen to this.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, how many times I gotta tell you, the music is too loud. My bad, Dad. I think I found a hit. I was looking at old school songs to see what type of music y'all listened to back in the day. Look, listen to this. This song had to be hard back in the day.
All right, Philip, you can't be playing that shit through the mic because you're gonna get my shit copyrighted.
I'm sorry, it was just fucking a video. Ooh. Fox sent me a video. For honor, fellas, when they get hit with the toughest challenge.
Let's get this shit cracking, shall we? Oh, whoops, wrong screen. There we go. Wrong screen. Right. Now, can I get this shit to actually pop up?
No.
There we go. Alright, well, welcome everyone to the podcast. I am your host with the most Afro Black, coming at you all with another episode. Got my irregular co-host, Mr. Flip Flop. Say hello to the people.
Hello, how is it going? My leg itches.
Our usual co-host has been showing up for like the past month usually. I don't know where he is. I'm assuming something important happened and he just hasn't been on, but the show must continue. So here we are. We got quite a few articles for y'all tonight. We have quite a few, but at the same time, it's not as many as we usually have because, like I said, my usual co-host, he usually spams the Discord. Link is in the command in the title. Usually he's the one that spams all the articles, and then we just go off of those. But he didn't put nearly as many in this week, so it is what it is. We'll make the most of it. Quick shout out, if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, possibly even share the video. That helps us grow, helps more viewers get to us, and is overall better for everyone. So, good stuff. But anyways, I think we'll start out with some unfortunate news that I was not expecting. So, as of July 8th, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Creator, Kazuki Takahashi, was found dead. He had been presumed dead for at least a couple days when they finally found the body. They think it was due to drowning because they found a snorkeling mask on him. Was age of 60, and as I said, he is a creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Both the show and the card game. Quite unfortunate. He was still fairly young, so we hate to see him go. Philip, did you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid?
Not by the rules.
I mean, let's be fair. Did anyone actually play by the rules, though, is the question.
No, but
Okay.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is sad as fuck. That's honestly.
Yeah, I was not
I
expecting
hate
that.
so many creators of manga do go. It just seems like they all pass away fairly young, and it's like, damn, another one.
Yep. Wait, no. So this article was published on the 8th, but it looks like it was maybe the 7th when they found his body then. Yu-Gi-Oh! The official TCG Twitter tweeted out a picture that says, in quote, in memory of Mr. Kazuki Takahashi, we are shocked and saddened to hear of the sudden passing of Mr. Kazuki Takahashi. We are deeply grateful for the wonderful Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe that he has created, and our thoughts are with his friends and family at this difficult time. Together with his countless friends, we pledge to carry on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy with all the love and care it deserves, end quote. A couple of other people also put out some quotes. I don't know if they were specific people. I just see a couple quotes in here like, quote, an amazingly talented man, Sensei created a role that would help define my voice acting career, end quote, Stewart said on Twitter using the Japanese word for teacher. Fans around the world posted their cards and manga images online. Some noted that was how they had become interested in Japan. People recalled how the cards had helped them make their first friends. Quote, we are deeply grateful for the wonderful Yu-Gi-Oh universe he has created. So yeah, that's unfortunate news. Was not expecting him. To be honest, I didn't know who the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh was, but I am thankful for him actually creating that because I made quite a few friends over the years playing the game. Granted, it was a lot when I was a lot younger. Now I just recently started collecting again. So, but yeah, he will be deeply missed. I actually didn't even start with the cards though. I started with the show, and then I was
That's
just like,
good.
wait, they have actual cards. I want those.
I
Give
don't think I
me
ever.
Exodia.
I don't think I ever remembered getting cards. I just remember having them.
Yeah, that's
And
fair. The only thing I really remember is like from physically buying them was when Walmart first started selling the already graded TCG cards, and I ended up getting a 2003 edition super rare Soul Exchange that was already graded and was Gem Mint 10 or whatever. Still have it to this day. But I remember going up the aisle and be like, "Hey, this is pretty cool, Dad. Why is it in this? Why is it in this really hard case?" And I don't think he ever gave me an answer. He was just like, "I don't know. It's to protect it, I'm assuming." And I was like, "I want it." And he's like, "How much is it?" And I just said, "I don't know, probably like $10, $15." He's like, "Fine, but that's your allowance for the week." I was like, "I bet."
fair enough. That's dope.
So, but yeah,
Oh,
so um. So yes, he will be deeply missed, and it is a tragedy that he passed so soon. Um,
yes.
let's see here. Where is?
We need to have a memorial.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
It's just a big ass tournament in town square.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if our local card shop did something like that.
That'd be dope.
Be pretty lit.
They ain't got money like that, but that'd be dope.
We can hope and pray, I guess. Let's see here. Moving on to the next article. I think you were actually a little bit interested in this game, Philip, at least back when it
Which one
first
is
got
it?
Skull and Bones release date was
Ah,
finally announced. This was, let's see here, it was posted on the 7th, so it's a few days old, but it is what it is.
fucking finally.
Obviously, it's Ubisoft's long-awaited pirate game. It's finally coming. After much anticipation, Ubisoft announced that Skull and Bones will be released on November 8th for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Google Stadia. That's not going to sell anything, so why did they put that in here? And PC via Epic Game Store and Ubisoft Store, or Ubisoft Connect, as most people know it now. As some people may know, probably as well as this fucker right here on the screen with us. It was officially announced in 2017, though began
Yeah.
development years before that, based on the naval combat in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Skull and Bones faced numerous delays, missing its initial 2018 release window and every subsequent year after that until now. In Skull and Bones, players will captain their own pirate ships, accept contracts, gather resources, and sail the high seas while attacking merchant ships for loot. Different choices will influence the player's journey while going up in the pirate ranks. Will open up new customization for your ships. Set during the second golden age of piracy. I mean, I would say there's a third age of piracy going on right now. Players can also team up with up to 2 friends and enable PvP to face opponents in the open waters. Ubisoft is promising a robust multi-year post-launch roadmap with regular updates, new content, activities, stories, and challenges for all for free. Let's see here. Alongside all the previously announced consoles, Skull and Bones will also be available on Ubisoft Plus on PC, Stadia, and Amazon Luna. A premium edition will include the Ballad of Bloody Bones collection, which features several cosmetic items for captains and ships, as well as 2 extra missions, a digital art book and soundtrack, and a Smuggler's Pass token. Let's see here. Pre-orders will also unlock the Highness of the High Sea pack, which includes the Notoriety Garb, Captain outfit, and the Coronation Firework. So yeah, you excited, Philip? What do you want to see in this, dog?
So happy. I hope it's like actually it pretty much seems like you have your own pirate ship even if you play with friends, which is still cool as long as I get to have the Assassin's Creed type of pirate feel. That shit was so fucking fun. I loved it. Hopefully, hopefully, I'm glad they said it was only on the PS5 and the Series X and that stuff because then it kind of gives me a hint that they're going to really be using as much as the power they can to put into this. I'm
Shit,
very excited.
I mean, at this point, they wouldn't really have a reason to put it on PS4 and Xbox One. Finally, a lot of game devs are starting to shift away from the previous gen consoles, which I understand it sucks because quite a few people still don't have Series X's or S's.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the previous gen has been holding back the new gen consoles for how long have they been out? For 2 years?
Yeah,
And technically, you could even say that they've been holding them back for the last, like, well, I guess since probably 2020 was when the first game, which would be, I think, Cyberpunk? Was it Cyberpunk that cut off PS4 and Xbox One?
No, Cyberpunk sold to previous.
Oh no, they did, didn't they?
That was where the worst bugs came from.
That's what. Okay, yeah. I honestly think that might have been the driving force for a lot of people to drop support for Xbox One and PS4. I would argue. Obviously,
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red they shit the bed quite a bit on a lot of things, but I would say that was the beginning of the decline. But nonetheless, it had been holding back games in development for quite a few years, probably about 2020 or so is when,
Right.
because I think that's when the new gen consoles came out, isn't it, or was it 2019?
I don't even remember at this point.
I don't
It might
remember
be
either.
2019.
I don't play consoles, so.
I play in my passing time. I'm looking at the screenshots and I know this doesn't tell me a whole lot, but it just looks so fun. And it seems like it's got like a heavy customization system to just about everything on the boat. Like the cannons, there's just so many different styles I can see. There's the artillery, the bow, like oh my shit's gonna be so decked out and I'm gonna be stealing, I'm gonna be robbing, I'm telling you, I'm just taking boats. Don't get near me. I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Well, didn't they expand on all the customization and what you could do in the ships and what you could do in the world in Odyssey? Because they didn't do much with it in Origins, I don't think.
Odyssey kind of dumbed it down. I think the heaviest point of the customization with the ship was probably was Black Flag because you could get materials to upgrade every piece of artillery and cannons and things like that, and the style and the flags and shit.
Well, that's depressing considering that was the first game that the pirate ships were actually in.
I think 3 had a brief little bit of pirate ships. But it was like a side thing, like very, very side. And that Black Flag really brought it to life. And I was so excited to hear Skull and Bones, and then everybody that I've seen online, they're just like, I didn't ask for a pirate game where I'm just a pirate. And I'm like, man, you guys don't understand.
I want to be ruthless, god damn it.
The people that hate Black Flag is because they didn't want to be a pirate is what I get from a lot of that. So when Skull and Bones was announced, they're like, I didn't even like Black Flag in the first place. Why are you giving me a game that has half of Black Flag and the half that I don't like? But I'm like, man, the pirate ships, that was my favorite part. Roman just shooting people because they in your vicinity. And
I'll sniff some gold on your ass.
Yeah, and you have a crew, and I hope the crew is somewhat customizable. And I hope that they have their own traits and shit like that. This is asking a lot, but I want my, like, when I have a pirate crew, and if it's gonna be my ship, if I'm gonna have a pirate crew, I want the weirdest motherfuckers on that ship that be doing whatever the fuck they want. To be honest, but if it's just a random crew, I'm like, it's fine, I guess. But if I can have if I can customize characters like all of them, I'll make Diedrich the fucking on the sweeping the floors and shit. That's-
Why you gotta do Dietrich like that?
That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm like, Diedrich, I put you in my game. He's gonna be like, oh really? Which one's me? And it's over him over there. He's over there sweeping the poop deck. It's gonna be great. All that'd be great.
That shit's hurtful.
And
Jesus.
I see they're going with the squads of 3 because they said 2 other friends, right? If you were to,
Yeah.
yeah, squads of 3 is still okay. I think, especially for pirate ships, 3 is probably a good formation. I'm excited. November, I didn't even know I had a release date. I just saw that it came back, and I was like, it's still here. So November makes me excited. Yep, that's my birthday. What day? November what?
November 8th.
Oh, that's my birthday. Isaiah.
Yo,
Isaiah.
we'll
as a
see.
gift, as a
We'll
birthday.
see.
I don't care if you have to pitch in with everybody and just have them all give 5.
Jesus.
I want it. November 8th.
Jesus.
I'm gonna fuck it up on November 8th. I'm telling you. November 7th. Immediately when I get off work. Immediate.
Immediate, he says.
It's
Bum
no
rushing.
shit.
All those
It's
bitches on his line don't matter.
yeah,
Y'all
no,
being put in the back burner.
yeah, for a minute. If it's a good game, people ain't seeing me. They is not seeing me. I am not gonna be nowhere to be found but on a pirate ship, possibly torturing people. That's just where
Jesus.
you're gonna find me. I said, Philip, let's play some Rainbow Six. Sorry, can't do that. Not for another 3 weeks at least.
Jesus Christ. All right. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to give you one more article. That's basically just get rid of that Twitter link to the next article. Just click on that one instead cuz it's just a more detailed version of that one essentially. But I don't know. As for me, I I don't have too many like expectations for it. I just hope that the gameplay's smooth. Obviously, since you're going to be able to raid other ships, and they won't all necessarily be merchant ships, I'm assuming that some of them are probably going to be military vessels. So when you go over, there's going to be some fighting. I'm curious to see how the hand-to-hand combat's going to be. I'm curious to see how much they've improved the seafaring, the animations, the way that you aim the weapons on your ship. What kind of weapons you can actually use when you go over to the other ship, how big the world is, how detailed the world is, what other stuff you can do, like what do the contracts entail. I don't know. There's just like a lot of factors that I'm curious to see how it's gonna be. But like, if you ask me, hey, are you excited for a new pirate game? I'm gonna be like, yeah. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'll watch some gameplay on it, see what's cooking. But I mean, I would definitely say that in Odyssey, I wasn't really attracted to the ship gameplay. And as for Black Flag, I never beat it. I played maybe like an hour or two for it, and then I don't know what happened. I just stopped playing it for whatever reason. I don't remember the reason why. I actually do. Now that I think about it, I think I actually have it on my Ubisoft account.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play through it on stream or something.
He hates Black Flag. That's what he said. Yeah.
I mean, I did not say that. I'm just saying I didn't really play it long enough to give it a shot.
He is one of them.
But since I do have it, I do have it on Ubisoft Connect. I'm like 99% sure I might play through it on stream. I don't see why. But I don't know. I'm curious to see what all the delays for and see if it actually improved the game or if they were just delaying the inevitable and they're just shoving it out to get it out there, make some quick sales off of people like Philip, listen to him rage on the social media accounts, and then just pretend like it doesn't exist.
I will say it's Ubisoft and they have a hard history of like their games not being good right away. especially nowadays. And
Mhm.
and that's what makes me scared. I guess what gives me relief is that I hope that for whatever reason, them taking 5 years was the move, and that's just what I'm gonna bank on. And hopefully they release gameplay because you're right. I have to see it. Also, I gotta see it. But I am a skeptic. It's just I'm so excited for a pirate game again because there's not too many of them,
That's fair.
and there's not too many that do it right.
Also fair.
And there's just I feel like when it comes to a pirate game, there's infinite potential because you're not forced into being one kind of person. You could be a good person for the most part. You can be the worst person in the fucking seas. Like just you could with the potential it has, you could just do whatever you want and be
Truth.
whatever person you want. And I saw in the video it said there's no actual campaign. Everything's contracts and things like that. So that it does broaden the horizon of everything you can do,
Mhm.
especially in a pirate game where anybody can like you could if there's customization within the characters and things like that, you could literally just make whatever because pirates are the ugliest, nastiest, weirdest motherfuckers I've ever seen. And that's gonna be my team. I'm telling you.
We gonna
And
be
I want
ugly, we gonna be stanky, and we
yeah.
gonna be good at our jobs.
And I hope like the hand-to-hand combat's good, and I hope there's an array of weapons and not just everybody gets a normal sword and flintlock. I
Mhm.
hope that's not what it is. I hope like if I have some big burly strong man as my right hand dude, I hope that he can just have a fucking axe on his back and a shotgun just in case. Or blunderbuss, whatever you want to go with, I don't care. But I would like the array in characters too. Fat motherfuckers that just hold two guns because they can't fight for shit. All that. I want it all.
All right.
There's so much potential, and
Yeah, I would definitely
I think
say
I think Ubisoft is creative. I just think they make a lot of mistakes, and that's what worries me.
I don't know, like I would agree with they do have some interesting ideas, but something usually happens in the middle of development where the game just completely falls flat on its face,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's really disappointing.
It
Like
could definitely
like the
be
division, like the
yeah.
division was cool on paper, and then they fucked up the launch.
Division was
And
cool on paper, and then again, this is where their history started. It was like a year down the line when everybody where it got updates and it got new DLC, and everybody was like, "Wow, this shit's actually good." Same thing with like For Honor. It had a really rough start.
oh
Rainbow
yeah,
Six, a really rough
bro,
start.
Rainbow Six Siege was probably the worst FPS of early 2015, like the worst
Mhm.
FPS at launch in the last fucking 7 years, guaranteed.
Yeah. Ghost Recon Wildlands. I
That was,
absolutely hated,
I
but
mean,
I
it was
heard it
okay.
got really good.
It was all right.
Yeah, I heard
It
it got like I hear a lot of people really like it now, and that's their biggest issue is it's like a lot of things don't come out good. I think it might be a little bit of biting off more than they can chew
yeah.
because they have these really grand creative ideas that on paper when they tell it to you you're like dude that sounds amazing, but when they
Hmm.
go to execute it they either don't have enough time or they don't have the tools
Or
or
they
whatever the
just
fuck the reason.
oversaturate it.
Yeah,
And the biggest
whatever the
example of that would probably be like I would say the Origins was the perfect mix of stuff to do for the most part, and then they just said, "Oh, you guys like that much content? Well, let's just fill it
yeah,
with even
Odyssey.
more shit in Odyssey, but at the same time, let's just repeat the same fucking four subgenres and missions." And then on top of that, let's require a level requirement for you to actually progress in the story. And then they scaled it even harder in Valhalla. That's why I didn't even get Valhalla. I didn't even complete Odyssey because I was getting tired of the level requirement.
I actually like a lot of them. I'm a big fan though. Honestly, kept it fun. Valhalla kept it really grounded while keeping you in a middle point of like whether things are actually happening or not.
Mm-hmm.
And Origins was personally my favorite, and that's your. I think I've already told you that's the fucking voice actor
Yeah,
alone.
I would say Origins out of the most recent three Origins. Obviously, I haven't played Valhalla, but
Yeah, no,
I don't
yeah, still the same opinion.
I don't really like the because the thing that I like about Origins is like the main character's organic and the voice actor nailed it with the right amount of emotion in
Right,
almost everything he said. Like
exactly.
you get goosebumps when he starts getting angry and like you can hear his voice rising and somewhat cracking and shit.
Yep, he's amazing. But yeah,
Yes.
back to that. It's just Ubisoft has the really bad thing of they must bite off more than they can chew because they got these great ideas and they fall flat on their face almost every time. And they seem some of them make these comebacks that are so grand that they still are being played fucking 4 or 5 years later. I just hope they actually uh learn that they or at least took the time that they needed to figure it out
Mhm.
with Skull and Bones because 5 years, and I'm assuming you had something put together prior before you announced it, but 5 years is a decent amount of time.
Oh yeah.
It's a long. That's one of the longer delays I know that have actually made it back.
Mhm.
So
So it's just like at this point, y'all don't have an excuse. Just
no,
like
they
how
don't.
no one gave fucking CD Projekt Red when they fucked up royally, no one gave them an out. Like
No.
every time you guys delay, yes, is good, but just know that people are going to either stick with their standards or expectations for the game, or they're gonna scale it even higher because you guys have more time to develop it.
Yep.
So it's a catch-22.
Yeah. So when it comes out, it's gotta be that game. At least for people who love the pirate games. When it comes out, the people who love pirate games, their opinion better be that this is one of the best pirate games I've played.
Yeah. Shit, I would say that like you don't have to go super hard, but I mean at the same time, just make sure that the game's good. It's,
Mhm.
that's like the simplest way to put it. Just make sure the damn game's good. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, I got high hopes, but if they fuck it up, I'm not. Ubisoft doesn't get an out. They
Yeah,
don't get one.
truth.
That's what it's gonna be. So I look forward to it. November 8th. Birthday present and all that. Ooh. What else is there?
But yeah. So, all right. Next one. Let's go ahead. All right, let's go ahead and talk about this one. Next on the list would probably be God of War Ragnarok. Looks like PlayStation put out a blog post on the 6th, so a few days ago as well, that God of War Ragnarok officially has a release date, which will be November 9th. Will be coming to PS5 and PS4. They say that we're thrilled to be able to share our release date in the brand new God of War Father and Son CG trailer. So they also released a CG trailer titled Father and Son. Um, Hope you've enjoyed the glimpse at some of the dangers Kratos and Atreus could find themselves up against as Ragnarok approaches. Let's see here. They also did a collector's edition unboxing with the voice actor that's playing as Thor, Ryan Hurst, and Santa Monica art director Raphael Grassetti. See here. They also put because I'm gonna put the links in the descriptions and shit. You'll be able to if you follow the link for the players PlayStation vlog post. They have multiple links so you can actually watch the unboxing and stuff. The game looks gorgeous as we all knew it was going to be. Why did it? Why did it do this? That's so weird. Game looks gorgeous. Cinematics look pretty good. Atreus obviously went through a growth spurt. I don't know how many years have transpired or anything it might say in the trailer, but you excited for it, Philip?
I don't have a PlayStation, but to be fair, these are one of the games that I look forward to, no matter what. Even
Mhm.
watching someone play it.
Yeah.
The story I hope is great because that's really what I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
I don't have a PlayStation currently, and I'm not going to. I'm not gonna go. I don't got the money to go buy another console right now.
That's fair.
But I am curious about the story and where it goes, and Atreus and all his other spiels that go on.
Mhm.
And the Gato and the Kratos actor is pretty damn good. Pretty good actor.
Boy, I could only imagine having a voice that deep.
That's crazy. Good for him.
I never thought I'd see a person that has a deeper voice than Lucas, but I got proven wrong.
Lucas doesn't have a deep voice. Do you look forward to it? Are you gonna play it?
I don't think I'm gonna pick up a PS5 for it, but I will definitely be watching playthroughs of it because I loved the first God of War game and I didn't even play through it myself.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah, I think it'll be good. The direct or is it the original? I don't remember. Is the Santa Monica studio the original people that made the first trilogy?
I don't know. I don't believe so, but I have no idea.
I'm curious because, I mean, if it is the same studio, then they definitely bumped up the storytelling from the first trilogy because the first trilogy was good, but most people loved it just because it had like
Yeah, it
borderline
seems so.
genre defining, huh?
Yeah, it seems that they made most of them.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then I mean they've upped the storytelling levels. Gameplay is obviously a lot better, and it coincides with the modern day kind of RPG kind of spiel. Whether it's you looking at like the RPG, like the camera angle, or like the way the combat proceeds, how you level, the gear score, stuff like that. But yeah, I would just say they just made green marks on in all the check boxes with the last game, so I'm sure they're gonna do it with this. I
Yeah.
would say that based off of the hype still happening, that they haven't really shown anything that would make people think otherwise. So I will stay with the good faith in them.
We shall
So
see. I hope it's definitely. I mean, I think they're gonna make a great game, but I hope they took the amount of time they need because I swore everybody was thinking that it was gonna be delayed until next year, and it's kind of. I think most people are surprised to see that it's gonna be this year
I mean, I
because they
would
haven't
say
heard.
that most people were saying that just because they had been watching like
Mm,
the rest of the
the other
games that were
games get
supposed to come
delayed.
out this year, and they were just like, well, I'm sure that this game will follow suit because I'm sure that their studio development got screwed up too. So it's only a matter of time until we get um, that notification or that article release or something. So, but it
Right.
didn't happen. So I mean, I'm assuming that now we'll just have to wait and see if the delay was needed or not. But got high hopes. Got high hopes.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
So
I think they. I mean, they made all the God of Wars. They got it. I think
yeah,
they got
I think they got it. Let's see here. Moving on to the next article from Kotaku. This one was published on Tuesday, so what, like 5 days ago? So the 5th, I think, was Tuesday. Sounds right. Um, Kotaku released an article saying that Xbox 360 games will no longer be a part of Games with Gold starting in October. Um,
it. Sadly.
Yep. So, article reads after nearly a decade, the era of free monthly Xbox 360 games for gold subscribers will soon end. Um, Microsoft announced this week, starting in October, it will stop providing them. Emails announcing the news have started going out to Xbox Live subscribers, and Microsoft promises it will continue to give out free Xbox One games moving forward. So basically,
Just not
like
360
they're
games.
yeah, so they're just moving past that genre or that generation of console, and Xbox One is fully replacing them in the two the two consoles getting free games every month.
Okay.
As some of you guys may not know, Games with Gold launched in 2013 as a response to PlayStation's monthly game giveaways for PlayStation Plus members. The service is part of Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass Ultimate, beginning with Fable 3 in June of 2013. Microsoft has provided players with at least one free Xbox 360 game every month. All of these games since 2015 have also been backward compatible with Xbox One and now Xbox Series X and S consoles. Obviously, with all good things must come to an end. This guy that wrote the article personally got his warning email regarding the news just a few hours ago as of the posting of this article. In the email, Microsoft says it has reached the limit of our ability to bring 360 games to the catalog, but says it plans to continue to offer Xbox One titles and exclusive savings each month. As for your potentially large library of free Xbox 360 games, they are safe and sound. Microsoft explained that all of those games will continue to be downloadable and playable after October. Even better, all these games will remain in your digital library regardless if you end your Xbox Live Gold or Game Pass membership. So kudos to them. Something more end-user friendly versus corporate-centered. While losing free games is always a bit sad, today with Game Pass, I've always seen Games with Gold as a bit of a relic. In fact, just a few weeks ago, I was looking at some of the recent Xbox 360 freebies we received and was wondering just how much longer Microsoft planned to keep things going. Turns out, until October. Now the question is, how much longer does Games with Gold or even Xbox Live Gold remain before Microsoft moves on in an effort to bring everyone to Game Pass? Time will tell. What do you think about that, Philip? What are your predictions on that and the timeline for Xbox Live Gold and stuff? Last one.
I think for now they'll keep the gold. I don't know. I'm not too mad about the 360 games. I guess if you're still getting games with gold, that'd be cool. I think they'll end up stopping the games with gold because at this point, I mean, what is like a month of? Yeah, I think they'll just go to like either just buying the subscription or just buying the Game Pass because they both essentially do the same thing. If you just add the games in gold with the Game Pass, and it'll be an incentive for people to spend the extra couple dollars. I think it could happen. I don't know if it'll be very soon. I think Game Pass has to become a staple. Like everybody knows how good that deal is before they make that change. And I think they're creeping towards it.
Yeah. They are ever so slowly. They're just taking one step at a time.
Yeah, it took a couple years, but it started off as like that's just a rip off or whatever, and now it's like no, that's a deal. Then day ones, I'm telling you. And pretty soon everybody will recognize. I think so. I've had it for like 2 years now, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a good deal. I just finished Dragon Age because EA Play is connected to the Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. They make deals with EA. So like a lot of the EA Play games, if you just buy the Game Pass, you'll also get EA's games too that are on there.
Oh, I see.
And so I played Dragon Age. That took me forever, but I did it.
That's fair.
That was a free game. I don't need it no more. I just started Wasteland 3. I hear it's an amazing game. I like it so far.
Yes, you're gonna find out how amazing it is, huh?
Yeah. I beat Psychonauts 2. Amazing game. You can't go wrong with the Game Pass. I think they'll change it sooner or later.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Xbox Live Gold as a model is just becoming slowly more inefficient because Game Pass already gives you gold. And you're paying what, like, overall, maybe a little bit more per year, if that. Because how much is Game Pass Ultimate?
I think Game Pass Ultimate normally is $15.
So $15 a month. But you're also getting all those games. So by the end of it, what is 15 times 12? So 15 times 12. So you're paying $180 a year, but the thing is you're getting a $60 membership because that's how much Xbox Live Gold is for a year. So $59.99, $60, or you can add tax onto that, whatever fuck. So and then you're paying for a grand total of 2 out of the hundreds of games if you wanted to go for the full $60 like price margin that every brand new game goes. And most Xbox games are $60 at release, obviously, but they're also released day one usually on Xbox Game Pass.
Yep, they
So
do release day one. So you just need 2 AAA games to make your money's worth.
exactly.
And they already got that. 2 AAA games a year to get your money's worth, and they seemingly so far they've been doing that. Their
Yeah.
games are free. Sometimes other people's games are free.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, they're still looking into acquiring Call of Duty. Who knows if that'll just start becoming free.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely an incentive there. I
Yeah.
just
Plus
think they'll keep
Bethesda is under them now, so you'll be able to play probably any the upcoming
Outer
like
Worlds.
you'll be able to play Outer Worlds for free, technically. You'll be able
New
to play Fallout day one more than likely. You'll be able to play the new Elder
Starfield.
Scrolls when they come out. You'll be able to play Starfield. It's just like you're getting your money's worth. That's the point. So it's
I
just
think-
like there's
yeah.
no point at this stage for like online gaming for you to have a separate membership between Game Pass and an Xbox Live.
I will
There's
say,
really
I
no
think
business
they'll-
standpoint for it.
I think they'll get rid of the games with gold for free or whatever. And
Yeah.
I think they'll just keep the normal membership because not everybody has 180 compared to 60. They can make the 60 work, I guess.
Hmm.
But to be honest, I think if you got the money, go for the Xbox Pass Ultimate.
I mean, if you don't yet, and
If
you
you
don't really
don't,
see a point to have that many games, obviously keep what
the
you got right
membership.
now. It's just like in the future, I would argue within probably the next 5 years, I could easily see them saying, "All right, well, we're done with the solo, with the separation between the two. There's not really a point at this point, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and drop it, guys." So,
Xbox got a minute before then they have to that then they got to increase their reputation, which it is working.
It
They
is
got
indeed.
to, yeah, they got to continue to keep pumping out those AAA games on day one. They got to make more deals like what they did with EA Play, where it connects to other like other things like Uplay. If
Mhm.
you play the Upass or whatever,
Yep.
if that connects into the Game Pass, then there's Ubisoft games you could play for free. There's a lot of ways they can do it, but it's gonna be a minute before they figure all that out. Especially acquiring all them studios as of recent. They gotta get that money back first. I'm assuming.
Mhm. Yes,
It'll be a
sir.
minute.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds for them. Obviously, with the more recent years, Microsoft has been redeeming themselves a little bit, and with recent developments, it's going to be quite interesting what kind of games they come up with the studios
Ooh,
that they're
Redfall.
requiring. They're
Redfall
acquiring.
looks so fun.
Yeah, Redfall looks. I think Carter and I were actually talking about it a couple weeks ago when we had the article pop up.
Yeah.
And we both agreed that basically Redfall looks like the game that Back 4 Blood was supposed to be and what we were hoping for.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. I have faith in Arcane. I just love the art style that they go with.
Mm-hmm.
The art style's cool, the way they do 3D models, and then I like the time setting, which is I think in the like 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. I'm down
Definitely
for
looks
it all.
interesting.
And I'm fairly sure it's gonna be a day one. So
Yeah.
Game Pass, man, I'm telling you.
Like, I hate to sound like an Xbox simp again this late in my life, but I'm just saying, I'm giving credit where credit's due. Like, in the difference between PlayStation Plus Premium and Game Pass, it's not really a contest right now between them. Like, Xbox is clearly winning. PlayStation is taking the right steps to compete properly, but they still aren't there yet.
Even then, other passes that have just been around, like the U Pass and the EA Play.
Yeah, there's no point in
not-
getting those because I guarantee you that they're getting a split from
Yeah,
the
and-
Xbox Game Pass because theirs
Yeah,
are
and they
already
don't
tied in.
even- And with Microsoft like claiming all those studios and stuff like that, those passes that have been around longer than the Game Pass has quickly been passed up by Microsoft. Just the way that they do things, they're like, yeah, these AAA games, man, these AAA games. I'm telling you, these little niche games, those like arcade games and shit. You're like, y'all don't understand, but these dudes, they love them. They love them.
Damn straight.
Everybody
And
likes Call of Duty. Doesn't come to Xbox for Call of Duty, but if you're looking for the indie games and stuff like that, Microsoft is where it's at because they got so many studios just working on different types of platformers and shit like that. They got they got a wide range. That's where it keeps people in. Because then you don't need AAA games all the time. You have all these indie titles that are just as good, but they don't have the recognition, and that's how you pull in the other audience that doesn't like shooters and they don't like, or that they like shooters. They don't like shooters. They like platformers and strategy games and shit. They'll get everybody here. Put
Yep.
Call of Duty on there. I guarantee everybody.
Oh
I
yeah.
guarantee Call of Duty gets put on there.
Shit, they not only
a
that,
wrap.
but I guarantee you that they'll try and throw in a little bit of extra or something, say like, oh, this, and this DLC are for free, or like you'll get exclusive, like you'll get, because I could see them maybe even throwing in something where like every month you'll get a certain amount of COD points for free if you were playing it through Xbox Game Pass Ultimate or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many ways that they can market it to instantly make so much profit. It's actually disgusting.
Man, people will start buying a console for if Call of Duty was free on there. I'm telling you,
Shit.
you'll convince so many people that hated the Xbox for so long. You would convince everybody, oh, maybe I do need an Xbox because games are becoming $70 now, and Call of Duty comes out every year, and I got.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't think it's too much of a loss that they were losing the 360 games in October.
Yeah.
They still have them on the Game Pass, so if you really got 360 games that you really want to play,
You'll be able to play them still. It's not a
you
big.
can
It's
put 'em
just
on there. They don't
them
need
just
to give
saying
it
that
to
they
you for
aren't
free.
releasing any more free games from now on.
Yeah,
Like
and then,
whatever ones you have right now, you're obviously gonna be able to keep them.
Yeah, and then they have like all those 360 games you can buy on the marketplace anyways. So if you really wanted the game, whatever it is, you can get it. And as I've explained to you earlier, Microsoft sent me messages sometimes in Xbox, and they're like, "Hey, here's $10. Go do whatever you want with it."
Yeah. So it's just
All right, I guess I'll go buy a 360 game. Might as well.
might as well. Shit. If you say so, if you gonna twist
Yeah.
my arm.
Yeah, so it's not much of a loss. I'm not too sad about it.
Yeah. I think it's a logical step in the right direction.
Mhm.
So, let's see here. On to the next one. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Next, IGN. They posted on, let's see here, on the 5th as well. Rockstar Games reportedly shelved planned remakes, including Red Dead Redemption and GTA 4, to focus on upcoming GTA 6. This after the Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy Definitive Edition was released to negative reviews from critics and fans alike. According to prominent leaker and reported by Kotaku, according to a prominent leaker and reported by Kotaku, both Red Dead Redemption and GTA 4 remasters were on the table a few years ago, but Rockstar chose not to proceed with the projects in mind. However, according to Kotaku, these projects weren't fully canceled and can possibly see a return to development after the 6th game releases. Tez attributed the cancellation of these remakes to the especially poor reception of last year's GTA Trilogy remaster, which received a 5 in IGN's review for a sloppy redesign and straight-up broken mechanics. Obviously, that's to put it lightly. The studio is now focusing on GTA 6, as they should have been, like probably 7 years ago, but nonetheless. Which was confirmed to be in development earlier this year, though it's already been announced. Fans shouldn't expect a wave of news about the title for a while, as Rockstar plans to reveal details about the game on its own schedule. It's possible that GTA 6 won't come out until 2024 or 25, and even then it'll reportedly have a smaller size with plans for post-launch updates to help eliminate crunch. So you're telling me that this game should have been already like in development since 2014, so you've had 8 years to already start scheduling like plans to start making the game, okay? And then you're gonna tell me that there's still another 2 to 3 years of development because y'all have barely started, essentially. And then even then, you guys won't even have most of the game done. That's essentially what I'm hearing. Am I wrong?
It's Rockstar, man. I don't know.
Like, I understand that
man.
they came out with Red Dead Redemption 2 like a few years ago and shit, but y'all have had since 2013. That was the first iteration of GTA 5 to come out. And you're telling me y'all are still not even close to being done with it. How does that work? Explain.
Whose world we live in? I don't understand. It's Rockstar. I don't know. They're focusing on their bread and butter now, which is GTA, and everything else is getting pushed to the sidelines.
Jesus Christ. I
That's
can't say
why-
that's a bad choice, but still, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, business wise, GTA 6 is gonna be your next bread and butter. What I'm
Yeah.
worried about is like everybody wants GTA 6, but how does GTA Online? What happens to that? Like, what happens to GTA Online? The thing that people have been putting 7 years into.
That more than likely will not see the light of day after, after the game comes out. Let's be honest.
Yeah, so I'm curious about how all that works because people have put. Then I get it, like when a new game comes out, people play anyways, but Rockstar has incentivized for people to buy money for the in the game for like 8 years. They have claimed, I'm sure, thousands of dollars from people's, thousands from each individual playing GTA just for some money, some chunk of change.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 is gonna come out, and I'm just curious if it's all gonna just disappear.
More than
That's my
likely.
biggest- I feel bad for Red Dead Online. And
Yeah,
then
that
I
game
like-
kind of died.
And I
fairly
like
quickly.
Red Dead Online. I really do. But there's nothing to do. And I think if they actually did what they did with GTA and actually continued the missions and the stories and added more, then it would actually be more alive. But as we're reading here, it's going to be more dead than ever. Also, we can wait until 2025 to maybe get a GTA 6.
Just insane. I don't know.
Um,
Like, Red Dead Online never really captured my attention. I know, like, cause May tried a couple different times to get us into it, and I was just like,
I do
not-
like it, but like I said, there's like nothing to do. You can't. I don't feel like you can truly do whatever you want. It's just like you go out and you do a couple missions, and then you get bored because there's no actual progression anywhere.
yeah. Like, even then, like, there's no, like, to be able to get currency, there's not really a lot of options to get it. If I remember correctly, the connection to the servers was ass. So I think I actually lagged out quite a bit. Let's see here. Gameplay was kind of meh. Didn't really entice me or really like encourage me to keep playing because once again, there's nothing to do. Yeah, I don't know. It's just there weren't a lot of things going like in terms of positives for that game. But so I can understand why they'd be kind of hesitant to really want to put out another Red Dead game. Even though it's a remaster of the first game, I could see why they're so apprehensive, especially with the nightmare that was the trilogy remaster, because that was ass. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even have to play the game to understand it. Exactly.
Rockstar, man, it's Rockstar, and whatever makes them the most money is what we have learned from Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they make some amazing games, but apparently that just gets to their head. Unfortunately,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we shouldn't be surprised at this point, I guess.
Yeah, that's
And what's sad is like we all know GTA is usually more than likely gonna be great when it does come out. So as
Oh,
much
of course.
as we hate the rest of Rockstar's practices, I feel like we're all gonna buy GTA 6 because it's GTA.
We'll buy it at some point. We all know we
It
will.
is. It is GTA, and
Yeah.
you can't run over a lady like you can in GTA. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Can't get your money back like you can in GTA.
I'm telling you. So it's a
Oh,
vicious
shit.
cycle. Just stop being surprised with Rockstar's practices.
Yeah, at this point it's just like y'all should know the no y'all should know the rotation at this point.
Yep.
But yeah. So I guess we'll see. Kind of sucks that they're waiting so long to actually release the game, and it's kind of disappointing that they haven't been working on it already, like fairly like level-headed and focused, but it is what it is. Not my company, not my problem. I got other games to play, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I have actually never played this game, but on to the next subject. Lollipop Chainsaw remake is announced for next year. On Twitter, someone by the name of Gun said, quote, I heard about it for the first time from Suda a couple weeks ago, end quote. Suda followed up saying, quote, neither Gun nor I am involved in this project at all, and Suda's developer, Grasshopper Manufacturer, has nothing to do with the development or anything, end quote. Gunn later tweeted that he neither endorses nor condemns the project, but wanted to clear up who is and isn't involved. I'm assuming these two people are like some of the original people that made the original game.
I'm assuming too. I never played it.
Yeah. After a tease last month, we have confirmation. Once again, the game is going to receive a full remake in 2023. Announced by publisher Dragami Games, which is led by the original game's producer Yoshimi Yasuda. The game will arrive worldwide next year, although a formal title or platforms has not yet been announced. It will be developed by quote a combination of development staff from the original version, including Yasuda as producer and new development staff from Dragami Games, end quote. The game will aim to recreate the original, but Yosuda explained that the remake will feature a couple of key differences. Due to the power of new-gen hardware, the new game will feature a more realistic approach to graphics. Less welcome for fans will be the news that music licensing issues means that as opposed to the first game's 16 licensed tracks, and the remake, quote, aside from a few licensed tracks, the soundtrack will consist of new music. Yasuda also teased that the game would make some kind of return last month to celebrate its 10th anniversary. The cult action game was released in 2012 and saw game director Suda51 and movie director James Gunn and Yasuda collaborate to present the story of Juliet Starling, a high school cheerleader who caught amid an outbreak of zombies. That's not right grammar. But anyways, writing about the original game's creation and its new return, Yasuda explained, quote, unfortunately, various factors resulted in things making it so that fans can no longer easily play Lollipop Chainsaw, and it has been some time since the players have not been able to access the game on current consoles. Quote, we, the original development staff on the game, think of the game as very precious to us and did not want to leave it in limbo where players who want to play it cannot, and as such, we purchased the Lollipop Chainsaw IP from Kadokawa Games and decided to develop a remake. We have already contacted Warner Brothers about development and are being supported by them in this endeavor, end quote. The game picked up a cult following, but in our 5 out of 10 review, IGN said, quote, Lollipop Chainsaw doesn't even attempt to differentiate itself from the genre, and most of what it does try in the new in the realm of its characters and writing ultimately ends up taken away from an incredible on-paper action game, end quote. So, for people that are excited about or loved the game when it first came out, there you go. Should be releasing sometime next year. I would assume like fall or summer of next year if I had to guess. Probably around holiday season if it's in fall. But I never personally played the original game. A buddy of mine fucking loved it. I don't know how much he played it. I just know that he's kept raving on about it. So, and I think Carter said that he played it too. Not for sure. But yeah, what do you think, Philip? You gonna give it a shot? What's going on?
Nah, I ain't got the money for that. But
No?
you know, But I support their endeavor, and I've never really seen too much of Lollipop Chainsaw, but I've seen a little bit. It looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my cup of tea.
That's fair.
So I'm happy for everybody that is getting the remake.
True. True.
It really asked me how old I am to watch the trailer for Lollipop Chainsaw.
Well, how old are you, dog?
23, too damn old.
Well, clearly.
Yeah, it
You're
just
too
looks like
damn young.
it's one of those games where it's like a bunch of fuckery,
That's fair.
and it's just fun. It looks fun. Looks like a bunch of bullshit that you just do dumb shit, and you're like, yeah, this is dope.
I mean, it does look like one of those games where you're literally not supposed to take it serious. It's just one
No,
of
you're
those
not.
games that's good fun. That's about it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take serious. Supposed to fucking just chill and enjoy some of the fan service while doing some heavy ass combos.
Damn straight. Hack and slash at its finest.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll watch it. I'll watch someone play it.
That's fair.
Maybe in like passing or something. Oh yeah. That dude got a diaper. Yeah, see, I told you. That
A diaper?
dude had a diaper on.
Homie has a diaper?
It's got like that I don't know if I sound too wrong in saying it, but like the art style feels like Dead Rising kind of. Like it's got these mini bosses, or at least maybe they're bosses that are just wacky. And they got these people that are wacky as fucking zombies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe it gives me. It's like Dead Rising 2.
Oh, fair enough. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot whenever it comes out. Probably either that or I'll wait for Kane to buy it because I know his ass will.
You
And
definitely will.
we'll see.
I wonder if it's gonna be $60. That's the
I don't know. I'd really hope not, to be honest. I'd really hope they'd only charge at most maybe 40. But, we'll see how greedy they are or how much they overestimate their fan base coming back to support them. But
I think their fan base will buy it.
I mean,
definitely
for
do
sure,
think that.
but I mean, it depends. Like, if it's a cult classic, we don't really know how big that fan base
Yeah,
is.
exactly. We'll see.
But on to the next article by Comic Book. New Silent Game teaser trailer was potentially leaked. As of this article, it was published on the 2nd, so I don't know if it was that day or a day prior. A teaser trailer for a new Silent Hill game may have just leaked online. There have been rumors of a Silent Hill revival for a few years, but recently these rumors have gone silent, and it's as they have gone silent that a new trailer has surfaced online. It could be fake, but if it's fake, it's very well done fake. If it's real, then the global reveal of the game is coming on July 12th, which means that this teaser trailer will likely drop next week. So, on Tuesday. As for the origins of the trailer, it's all a bit sketchy. It appears the trailer appeared on a Japanese forum site yesterday, July 1st. The pitch alongside the leak is that this was shown during a shareholders meeting earlier this week at Konami, and that's all we have. Since then, the video has been taken and plastered all over Reddit and Twitter. So is it real? Well, that's speculation that has consumed the Silent Hill fanbase. Again, if this is a fake, it's an impressive fake, creating something like the trailer teaser that's obviously below this block of text. Would require a lot more effort than the average fake would be able to put in. That said, there's also nothing to the teaser trailer that cements that it's real. So you looking forward to Silent Hill game, Philip? You hoping that it's real?
I never actually played them, but I do want to play more horror-esque type of games.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I am, just because like I never actually played those horror games when I was younger.
Oh, I see.
and I see how much people love the old ones, and I'm like, man, I just gotta play one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Silent Hill sounds like it could be some crazy shit. I'm also really interested in a couple other, like, because there's a couple. I think now there's 2 announced horror games coming, which would be maybe the Silent Hill and then the Dead Space.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, ooh, it's my time. It's my time. I'm telling you.
That's fair. That's fair. I think I played maybe some of maybe one, if that. I don't remember which one it is. The only memory that pops into my head is me vaguely running away from Pyramid Head. That's about it.
That sounds terrible.
That's all I remember, dog.
That sounds horrific, dude.
So, I know that Carter and Kane have been really excited and then really disappointed every time there's been a possibility that a new Silent Hill game would be possibly announced like that year, and then they will find out that it's not actually being released, so then they get really either sad or pissed off, and then rinse and repeat. And then I think I've seen a little bit in the Discord about them chatting about this too. So, I'm sure that they're excited and really hoping that this is actually a leaked trailer. If it is, I might actually give it I might have to pick it up for more content on the channel. I do want to start making like YouTube videos. I just don't know shit about editing, so I'm trying to contemplate on whether or not to hire an editor to make videos. We'll see.
Feel you.
Yeah, but money be a struggle, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'd be broke.
That's what I'm saying. But nonetheless, I'm sure that I'll get a playthrough of it. Like maybe I'll just put VODs up or some shit. We'll see. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, obviously a new horror game that helped define or a remake or even a new game completely of a game or of a series that helped define the genre of horror. That would be nice for the game library. Help spike viewership a little bit. So I'm hoping that it's real. I'm hoping. So.
That's fair. I'm hoping to. It could be cool.
Yeah, I think.
Scary as fuck, but it could be cool.
Yeah. That's the whole point of a horror game, dog. To make you
That's
piss
down.
your pants.
Played in the dark.
Damn straight. I'm in the
All
dark
the
right now,
doors
dog.
open.
I'm looking over my
All
shoulder.
the doors open. All the windows open. Played in the dark.
No lights. I even turned off the lights on my screen. I can't see shit. All I can hear is sound.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's gonna be.
Playing some reverse ASMR. It's my
Yeah.
ASMR. Y'all just watching me freak out.
Said took out all the light bulbs. I have to walk to the bathroom in the dark.
Flashlight? Don't have one. My phone's dead.
Yep. No signal, I'm telling you.
Full immersion.
Yep.
That's
I'm
it.
ready. Yeah, I played what was it? What was the horror game kind of that I played? Was the fucking ghost hunting one with May and all them?
Fucking shit. She always came in here and it got to the point where we started making fun of her. I don't remember. Phasmophobia. There we go.
You want to play Phasmophobia? No, I'm telling you that when I first played that, it was scary. I was like, I would get nervous when I'd have to go in a dark room by myself. That shit make me nervous as hell. So if it's like, obviously, like if it's got anything more than that, because those are really small maps and you kind of get the feel for everything. But Silent Hill would be like I'm assuming a whole thing, like just a whole story or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna be scared for my life. I'm telling you, scared for my life. I'm gonna have the mace next to me.
Jesus.
Nobody bother me. Nobody call me. It'll be fun. I'm down.
That's fair. But yeah. So we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Last article we really got is speaking of Game Pass and shit. The last article we got for y'all tonight was released on the 4th of this month. Tiny Glimpse of Hope for PS3 emulation on PS5 is the title of the article. A new job ad reported by PlayStation Lifestyle after being spotted on Reset Era strongly suggests that Sony might be trying to hire an engineer to get its PS3 emulation sorted. There's also rumor of getting old PS3 peripherals working on the new machine, which would all be such a relief. If you have partaken of Sony's relaunched PlayStation Plus for PS4 and PS5, you'll have noticed that when exploring the 400 plus games and its extensive archives, everything on the PS3 has to be streamed. And oh man, the streaming sucks apparently. PS5 has so far been incapable of running PS3 emulation, which makes for a massive bummer when it comes to missing out on the entire generation of games on modern machines. The rebooted PS Plus offers the option to download games from PS1, PSP, PS2, PS4, and of course PS5. But for PS3, you're stuck with streaming, and at least in my experience, that's a sucky mess of pixels and failure. So there's hope in the form of a new job advertisement for a software development engineer put up on LinkedIn by PlayStation Studios. It's that quote, develop new emulators, end quote, that has me excited, because unless they're going rogue and intending to let people run their GBA ROMs on the console, the PS3 is the only emulator that really needs developing. At the same time, GameRant has spotted a new patent from Sony that demonstrates a desire to get a bunch of PS3 peripherals working on the PS5, including the iToy, the PS Mouse, and the PS Move controllers. Trying to play a bit of Lego Pirates of the Caribbean with my boy the other day, streaming via the freshly launched PS Plus. The game collapsed into a smeary mess of enormous pixels over and over. I checked the internet connection on the PS5, which reported 875 megs per second, which I'd argue should just about be enough to stream an 11-year-old game. And yet we were plagued by those crappy image breakdowns, game-ending input lag, and a message popping up throughout to say my 1 gigabyte internet connection isn't good enough for streaming, which is just embarrassing. So bring on the emulation. There are, of course, already functioning PS3 emulators available for PC, and given the power of the PS5, it shouldn't be too difficult to replicate this on the console. I wholeheartedly agree. Getting it working on PS4, however, might prove a tougher gig. Still, it's nice to at least cling onto these little flashes of hope. So yeah. So it looks like they're finally trying to fix that mess. I think Carter was complaining about that a few weeks ago, saying that there was a lot of lag when it came to PS3 games that were borderline. It would just make the games unplayable. So, what do you think, Philip?
I mean, good for them if they're gonna get one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a PlayStation, so I don't know. I don't play the PS3 games, but you know what kind of surprises me is like of all the games, how do you not have the PS3 emulator on there?
Right.
I think that's like the number, but PS2 and PS3 is top of the list.
Yeah.
So it really kind of baffles me that you don't have the PS3 emulator on there. I think that's where a lot of people actually coherently started. PS2 is like oh yeah, this is the games that I used to love back in the day, and PS3 was like, this is where I actually got into games like Call of Duty and all them other ones. That should be top of the list.
Yeah, for sure. For
understand
sure. They definitely need to get the PS3 emulator working if they want to compete with Game Pass, because like we were saying before, 360 has all their shit sorted.
Yup.
So
exactly.
they better get on that if they want to actually compete. That's all I gotta say about it, really.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Dummy.
They just being slow, being lazy for no reason. It's the easiest money of your damn life.
Yeah.
Just get it working. That's it. That's all you gotta do. But, well. Yeah.
Well, hopefully someone can make it happen for them.
What?
Truly.
Oh, I heard about that months ago. I fucking hate you. I hate James. Anyways, let's see. Wait, the hell? See you later, bud. Fox just asked a minute ago if he could jump in. I'm just like, my God, we're about to be done.
I'm about to say we're probably done now.
If he had asked like 30 minutes ago, it would have been a different story. But
Yeah.
on that note, I think we'll go ahead and end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. If you did, make sure to drop a follow both here and on the Twitter as well as the Instagram. It should be on the overlay you see on the screen. For me, I will be putting Mr. Flip Flop's Twitch link in the description, and then whenever his ass actually gets on streaming, he can plug his socials himself whenever he starts.
I was thinking of streaming tonight, but
Get on it. Don't be a bitch.
I want to play Siege. That's what I want to play.
Exactly. I'll probably have to go hang out with the girly for like an hour or two, but I'll be back on. Don't worry.
That's fine. I gotta take my little brother home and shit.
That's fair. But nonetheless, other than that, make sure to check out the YouTube, the AFK team. That's where we put all the VODs for the Twitch streams, specifically the podcast. Although if like demand actually comes out, I'll probably start streaming with copyright-free music. That way, I can actually, put them up on YouTube without the audio just being automatically muted.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Got anything else? Make sure to follow that specific Instagram as well. That's where I put all the reels and all the photos related to content creation. Whether it's like sneak peeks on emotes, when I'm going live, anything like that, new projects possibly, shit like that. But other than that, I think that's all we got for y'all tonight.
Yeah.
Say your outro, bitch.
Oh, I have an outro?
Yeah, hurry up. On the fly,
Thanks for
let's go.
listening to my voice. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, that was weak, but we'll let it slide. It's been a minute since you've been on here, but anyways, have a good night, y'all. Deuces.